Hi, everyone. This is Tracy with the Oasis for Natural Healing. So let me see. I'm trying to figure out. So, oh, this might not be actually going live on Facebook or Instagram. So, well, that's kind of a bummer. I thought this would be going out live. One of these days, I'm going to get this actually working properly. So gotta love it. I haven't figured out apparently on how to uh work Instagram on Restream. So I'm actually going to connect and we'll see how we can get this to go live on the computer system. So as well as Instagram at the same time, because apparently this is not working. So anyway, all right. So let's talk today a little bit about anxiety, depression, and some underlying causes. So, do you guys ever feel? I know anxiety can be a part of normal life. We have, new things can happen, right? You get a new job, get you turn around and get married, or you have kids, or something new and exciting, or maybe something tragic in your life happens, you lose a loved one and you have anxiety and depression. And so the outside situations can actually cause anxiety and depression, but those things, and this is normal, but these things should only be temporary, right? It shouldn't be long lasting, and it shouldn't have long-term effects on our life. So, and what do I mean by that? Is your anxiety turning around and, causing issues with work? Are you feeling anxious at work? Are you feeling anxious with, doing chores? Are you depressed? Do you not have any motivation in your life? Is it hard for you to get out of bed or have the energy to do things? Are you disengaged with family and friends? Are you not able to do things that you once enjoyed doing? Does it no longer make you happy to do these things? You might have depression and you might have anxiety. And it might not just be from outside situations. Did you know that there's a lot of things that can actually affect your mental health that is oftentimes missed by Western medicine? So, for instance, a lot of people can have like a lot of symptoms. Maybe you have thinning hair along with this. Okay. Or maybe you have, like, if you ever take a look at your fingernails and you notice ridges or lines or like white spots in your nails, you can have actually a mineral deficiency. All right. From that. And did you know that's actually an indication that you might have something going on with your thyroid? Is having these like lines in your nails. Ooh, sorry, all of a sudden something in my eye. Um, do you suffer from IBS type symptoms? Whether it's bowel issues, alternating between constipation and diarrhea. Do you suffer from insomnia, where you can't fall asleep, where you're tired throughout the day, but you're wired at night? Your brain cannot shut off. Your thoughts are going a mile a minute. You are thinking about everything under the sun, and you're just laying there staring at the ceiling like, God, please help me go to bed. And you just cannot. Okay. So you're wired but tired and you're fatigued during the day. It could be other things going on, like your thyroid or your adrenal glands. Okay. And you can have normal labs. That doesn't mean it's normal for you. Your hormones, and people don't understand this, your hormones have a lot to do, and your endocrine system has a lot to do with how you mentally feel. Whether you have anxiety or depression, whether you have energy to do the things, whether you are sleeping well at night, how your gut is functioning. A lot of people can have that nervous stomach. Okay. They can have depression, or they can have constipation and diarrhea. So, this is actually an indication that maybe your hormones and your endocrine system is off balance. So, it's not just all in your head. Okay. A lot of Western medicine practices and testing will say that, oh, you have normal labs. It's just your anxiety. That's why you have these symptoms. Here, have a pill. We know, at least from a holistic or Eastern approach, that that's not necessarily the case. There usually is an underlying issue to why you have your symptoms in the first place. And this is often missed by Western medicine practices, making you a difficult case. Or, oh, well, we don't know why you have your symptoms. Oops. We don't know why you have your symptoms, but here, have a pill. Or, "Well, it's just your anxiety. Here, have a pill." Okay. And people often come to me thinking, oh, I thought I was going nuts. The doctor just didn't say blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, you have X, Y, and Z going on. Your adrenal glands are on overdrive, or your thyroid is on overdrive, or your pituitary gland is on overdrive. And this is why you have your symptoms. And then we want to find out the underlying cause, whether it's parasites, whether it's Lyme. Did you know that parasites and Lyme disease are notorious for causing hormonal imbalances and anxiety and depression and brain fog? If you have and gut issues too. Oh my gosh, good lord, gut issues. So lots of people with that have acid reflux, IBS, colitis, diverticulitis, and all of these other things, the underlying cause can actually be Lyme and parasites or Lyme co-infections and parasites. So we want to get to the root cause of why you have your symptoms and help your body heal naturally. Because when healing actually occurs naturally, your symptoms often decrease and in some cases even goes to zero. And a lot of my patients are able to finally come off of their medications too. And actually, I'll be posting in a little bit about a patient who's been with me less than 3 months and is actually able to come off of his blood pressure medications. So you're going to get to hear about his testimony. And this was a video testimony that was taken earlier today. So when healing actually occurs naturally, then your symptoms decrease. And a lot of times people can decrease their medications or sometimes in some cases come off of their medications, which is great because a lot of the medications cause a lot of adverse side effects. And let me ask you this, if you're on medications, have you looked up the side effects from the medications that you're taking? Because a lot of times people get all these symptoms and it's actually from their medications. And then they're taking medications upon medications to handle the side effects from the first medication that they were taking. And it's this vicious, vicious cycle. Okay. So we want to help the body heal naturally. One of the other things that we, want to do is also, it's not just about taking supplements. Supplements are great, but I also kind of want to talk to you about managing your own thoughts and managing your own energy. Okay. So, Eastern medicine and a lot of Oriental principles, and we're going to talk about chakra imbalances because a lot of my patients have a lot of imbalances in their chakras. And people think, oh my God, that's witchcraft or that's voodoo-ish and all of this other nonsense. Okay. So, everything is made up of energy. All right. This is physics. All right. So I'm not talking voodoo-ish. I'm not talking nonsense. Physics actually describes this. Everything is made up of energy. Okay. We are made up of energy. Okay. This table, the table, the computer, everything is made up of energy. You have radio frequency, which is energy. You have light energy. You have sound energy. Okay. Our bodies are made up of energy. Chakras are just a way for they Oriental principles actually just deem chakras. It's a group of organs that has a certain energy frequency. Okay. And these organs, certain chakras are related to certain chakras. And these organs can become imbalanced. And when you have an imbalance, then you turn around and you don't have energy flowing through these chakras. Okay. And a lot of people have chakra imbalances. And some of the healing is actually opening up energy pathways within the body and to help certain organs out. So it's not always about taking supplements. And in fact, when people actually open up their own energy pathways, through different things, energy healing, grounding, meditation, yoga, tai chi, you can actually stimulate different meridians and different pathways in your body. And that will help to open up these energy pathways and actually help to heal the organs. Because sometimes we can get what's called stagnant energy in these organs and areas. And that prevents our bodies from healing fully. And when you work on things on an energetic level, then you need less supplements. Okay. So it's also about changing what's going on inside of our own head. So sometimes we're our own worst enemy. We're constantly talking to ourselves in a negative way. I'm not worth it, or I'm worthy, or I suck, or blah, 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 whatever it is, oh, I'm such an idiot. Even things even if we're kind of like, oh, that was just so stupid on my part. You did something and you made a foolish mistake, but you're constantly always saying that. Well, guess what? Your body actually will start believing it. The mind is actually a very, very powerful tool. So part of healing is also to turn around and what's going on in here, because sometimes we can block our own healing and we don't even know it. So part of healing is this is energetically healing the mind. What are we saying to ourselves? And energetically opening things up. And when that happens, a lot of my patients actually don't need as many supplements. And that's very, very important. So part of it again is to open up your energy pathways, open up your chakras, change what's going on, the verbiage, what's going on in here, and then you don't need as many supplements. And that's the whole goal, is for true healing on all different levels, not just taking supplements. And when that happens, you have a calmer mind. You don't have as much anxiety. You don't have as much depression. Your organs can heal. Your hormonal imbalances heal. And I know this from experience. Part of my supplement, so part of healing, I was on 3 psych meds for a long time. I was on psych meds for a very long time. Since I was like about 18 or 19, I had been on psych meds. A lot of my healing had to do with supplements, but the other part had a lot to do with meditation, yoga, opening up my own meridians. Okay. And it helped me tremendously, and not following what's going on in here. Because, like I said, this can be very, very powerful, good and bad. So it depends on what's being said and what you're telling yourself. And when we start changing that dialogue that's going on the inside, a lot of healing can happen, and then we don't have to follow. And when we do, if we do have any, you know, ill thoughts about ourselves, we don't have to follow them. We learn not to follow them. We learn to just observe the thoughts and not react based on them. And that takes a lot to learn how to do that. But that's also where partly mental healing can actually happen, and then you don't need to be on as many medications. And when I learned to do that, I was able to come off of 3 psych meds. 3. So, and that's my whole goal for a lot of my patients. So, things like de-stressing, grounding, walking out in nature, meditation, yoga, tai chi, can also help move that energy within your body, and that will also help with healing. And again, you don't need as many supplements. If you'd like more information, or if you're not sure on where to go for some of these things, um, please reach out in the comments. I can give referrals. There's one place that I go to a lot that they have studios all over the country. I have places local. So, and sometimes, and actually, I use a combination of different things. So, for myself as well. So, if you're local, you're in the Chicagoland area, I can give you some local contacts if you'd like more information. Or even if you're nationwide, I have resources, and I can give you referrals for that as well. So, if you'd like more information, please uh, direct message me, put something in the comments, or message me, and I will give you that information. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.